Hey friends, welcome back. Today I just want to touch on being patient with yourself. And this has been as a result of me being consistent with therapy for the first time in 2 years since I started. I started 2 years ago, but I've been on and off. But recently I've been very consistent. And I was in my session, and my therapist she was asking me how I feel about my growth and if I'm proud of myself and my progress. And I was very honest with her, and I said, well, I don't feel like I've been, making much progress. Like, I feel like, it's been however many months, and yes, I'm trying to react better, but the fact that I have to stop myself from reacting the way I would react pre therapy, like, I just want to get to a point where I'm not reacting in those ways at all. I'm not having those thoughts at all. I'm not having certain coping mechanisms at all. And she told me something that was very insightful. And she basically said that, like, you need to give yourself grace, because these patterns that you're talking about, that you're so disgusted by, that are really aggravating you, and these reactions and these thoughts and these patterns, they have been a part of your life for basically your whole life before you started therapy, and before you started therapy consistently. And so you're going to be in this mindset for like however many years, like almost 3 decades, and then expect that a year of therapy is going to undo them, which was wild, because I think that put a lot into perspective about how hard in general, like, I know the concept of being your own worst critic, but I feel like actually that being realized when it comes to your self development, and when you're trying to grow and you're trying to, be the better version of yourself that you've always envisioned that you want to be for, the people in your lives, for yourself, to alleviate distress. And it's just, there's so much compassion that we usually have for everyone else in our lives, for our friends, for our family, for the people we love, but we never really turn that inwards, or rarely ever. And so the fact that it took my therapist telling me that for me to really, like, get it and get the point and understand that, like, yes, I do have to start being more patient with myself, because 1 year of therapy is not going to undo a whole lifetime of dysfunctional patterns that, to be very honest, like, did feel, safe at the time when that was all I had. Like, now I have resources that I can actually implement. And just the same way with studying, it took a long time of going over the content over and over again, and practicing it over and over again, and doing the practice problems and real life applications. It's gonna take the same, level of effort, or the same determination to really implement it into your daily life and implement it into who you want to be as a person. So if there's anything you're going to take from today's video, is to be patient with yourself, especially when you're trying to dismantle patterns that you have been a part of, or, victimized by for years. You're doing a great job, and you're showing up for yourself, even when you made the decision to change, even when you made the decision to, you know, be a better person. That was already you showing up for yourself, and that was already you taking the first step, which is always the hardest. So I'm proud of you, and thank you for listening, and thank you for watching, listening, having me in the background, and I'll catch you in the next one.